Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another edition of the Sideline Junkies Tuesday Night Flight in conjunction with Clear Productions. It's me, it's the big guy KG sitting in with none other than the gentleman up this side, the gentleman Jack Carr, and a familiar face that we haven't seen in quite some time, the Swamp Queen herself, Lady C. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hi, glad to be back. Glad to be back.
Well, I've been handed something across my desk. The Swamp Queen is sponsored tonight by none other than Helen Hunt Motors. If your credit won't get it, your change is strange, and your money is funny, come on over to Helen Hunt Motors and get you a brand new vehicle and ride out in style. It's only one location, so it's near you for right now. But until we open up another location, come on down and see us. Uh, you can also ask for myself or my manager, Tommy Strong. We can hook you up with any type of vehicle you want. No questions asked. You don't ask no questions. We tell you no lies. So you want a great car to get you from point A to point B and that possible point C? Go to Helen Hunt for it. All right. Now, we're going to start this thing off hot and heavy because we had a lot of things happen over the weekend. We had NBA free agency, NHL free agency, the Olympic trials. Lady C, take us through the Olympic trials. What we got to look forward to when it comes down to July 26th, the start of the Olympics in Paris.
You're gonna have some running, you're gonna have some jumping, some flipping and twisting and twirling and diving and swimming and hip hopping and boxing and fencing and then the crowd's gonna go wild. Okay. But it's going to be amazing. I was, fervently glued to the screen all weekend throughout the trials and saw a lot of records broken. And that's the first in some years because I don't believe, last Olympics was 2020. So I don't believe records were broken like they have been this year. Mm-hmm. So the biggest one is the first record that I'm so happy about. And you guys should be happy about too. It's a young man for all the way from Potomac, Maryland, from Bullis High School, 16-year-old Quincy Wilson. Mm-hmm. Now he made history not once, not twice, but three times. Three times in this trial. First of all, he broke his, the record for the under 18, the fastest time under 18. He broke that. And then he turned around and broke it again, broke his own record.
2 days later.
2 days later in the finals, he broke it. So he set the record not once, but twice. Cause he's like, hell, I said it, I can break it. And he did. And now it's been across the wire because, he didn't make the the 400. He didn't make that. He was in sixth place, but it is coach's decision for the relays. And it's going across the wire that he will, run in the 4x400 relay. It will be officially made official around the 8th-ish of July. But so far as we know, he will definitely be in the 4x400, which makes another history of being the youngest male to compete for track and field. I think since the 1950s, and I think the guy in the 50s, I couldn't find, who that was in the 50s. But I think he may be, younger than him. Not sure. For the women, we had, if you guys remember, Gail Devers. Her 24-year-old record was broken by Masai Russell in the the women's 100 hurdles. Gail held that record at 12.61. Masai broke it in 12.25.
That's smashing it.
Yeah. So I don't think that Gail was there. Is she still alive? I think she is. I don't remember seeing anything about her passing on. But correct me if she correct me. Let me know if she's still here because I'm not trying to send nobody away.
Gail Davis is still here.
She is still here. Okay.
Mhm.
So I don't think she was there at the trials, but Jackie Joyner Kersey was. She was there with her mentee, Sydney McLaughlin Leverum, who let me see, I'm following my notes here because they're kind of all over the place. Who set a world record for the 400 hurdles, and she's going. So we have people that are, and like not too many people that were in the Olympics. They were in the 2020 Olympics. Not too many are going this year. Especially one of my favorites, Athing Mu, our 800 Barbie doll. So she tripped. She got tripped in the finals.
I saw that live. That was something else.
Yeah, she came in dead last. They appealed it. Her and her team appealed it. It was denied, and they, reappealed. It was denied again. So she's not going to be going back.
It didn't look malicious or intentional to me. It just looked like a bum break.
Right.
Them people get tangled, man, when they all finally come together.
Right.
So
and she had such long legs, like she got such long legs. It's easy to get all that tangled up.
Yeah, definitely. And I had another tidbit that I like to share my tidbits, man. KG will tell you that, with Quincy Wilson, the rising junior at Bullis High School that's on here. He signed with New Balance, the tennis shoe company, at 15 years old. The youngest athlete to do so. 15 years old, signed.
All I know is that this young man is going to be, if not already, even more so, is going to be very, very, very popular among the female population.
I didn't think you were going there, but okay.
And like it's going to be coming from him from all directions.
Wow.
So like I hope his mom, she's a true boy mom like me. I hope she, has a really big stick or a really nice shotgun because she is going to need it.
Well, he
he is a cutie, but
he's gonna be around, I'd say, for the next 16 years. We're gonna know Quincy Wilson for the next 16 years. I do really believe that he's that good of an athlete. And this isn't his first love. His first love was football. He played football 8, 9, 10 years old. No,
but they made him stop. He dropped out of football in high school so that he could focus on his track career. Yeah.
Correct.
So, and what, he's 16 now, so we got the 2028 Olympics, so he'll be 20, for the next one. So even if he doesn't, medal or place, he's had such a positive attitude about the whole experience thus far. Yes. They did an interview and he was like, if I don't make it, he was like, I can't go home and be disappointed in myself. He was like, I'm, 16 and I'm running grown man times.
Correct. That's a great thing that you brought up.
Yeah.
He's still a boy. Can you imagine him in 10 years? It's
like
nothing to get better.
Puberty. Like, I don't know how long puberty lasts for teenage boys, but like I hear it kind of lasts into, death when they finally die at the age of 80.
That's right. It lasts till 30.
Because KG, how old are you? Like, aren't you still going through? I'm sure. So,
yeah, I'm 42 and I'm still growing.
Yeah, like these, like you men, you just are just big older kids. You get And like it's cool. I have a 13-year-old boy who is right now almost standing over me, so I can see. um, but yeah, we have Raven Saunders that's going back in the shot put, the women's shot put. Who else is going back? The women's long jump, Tara Davis Woodall.
Yes.
She's going back. Gabby Thomas is going back for the women's 200.
Did Woodall medal last year?
Yes. I think she was silver.
Okay. Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah. So our second, upcoming star is Noah Lyles. He's going. Kenny Bernard, he's going back, and Ariane Knighton. This is his first time going. Sha'Carri. Let's talk about Sha'Carri. She has a whole segment on her own. This Friday.
Gymnastics, correct?
Sha'Carri? Oh no, sweetie, we're still in track.
No, who am I talking of? What's that girl's name?
Simone.
Nah, I know Simone. I couldn't pronounce that other girl's name. I'll get into it when you get on Olympics.
Salise? Like I'm trying to figure out like every S, whatever we got.
Hold on. Yeah, Lee. Last name is Lee.
Sunisa.
Sunisa or it's not it's Sunisa, right?
Sunisa, yeah. Suni Lee.
Okay, I
Suni
knew.
Lee. So we'll Olympics will officially start in Paris, Viva Paris. Will officially start the 26th, which is a couple of days before my birthday. Just want to put that plug in there.
Happy.
Say what?
Happy. That's what I say for birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be in my hotel room, just glued to it. And actually, I'll be kind of somewhere traveling the world, maybe for my birthday, hopefully.
What's got me excited for these Olympics to kick off? I just found this out like 2 days ago from my wife. Thanks, wife. That opening ceremonies are going to be on the river, and each country is going to be on a boat. And I'm a boat guy, so I think that's going to be cool. We do boat parades over here where I live on Christmas and maybe around July 4th. I think that's going to be what this is going to be similar to, a boat parade with all the athletes on the boats. That's going to be pretty neat.
We have Christmas on the river down here too. So down in Natchitoches. So yeah,
You just don't know about that.
No.
Afraid of water. I don't. If it involves a bunch of water like that, I see y'all from the mountaintop.
He a landlubber. Okay.
Matty Ice chiming in. He said he's rooting for Simone Biles and Katie Ledecky to break some records. I think that's what happened.
Simone has already broken records.
Any of them? She got one more to break. If she gets another medal, she'll be the most decorated gymnast in USA Olympic history. One more medal.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. She's got quite a few of the records already.
Like she already has 3 moves named after her.
Yeah.
Let's see, and then like for the gymnastics side, this is history once again. This is the first time that 4 Olympians have gone back to back. We got Simone Biles, who her first one was in Rio. She did Rio, then Tokyo, and now Paris. Suni Lee, she did, Tokyo. Jordan Childs, Jade Carey, they both did Tokyo and now Paris. And then we have newcomers, Riviera, Robertson, and Leanne Wong. So Hesley, Hesley.
Didn't Jade Carey make it?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's in there. Yeah, she's one of the 4 that's going back.
How many? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 5 and 2 alternates.
Okay. I got it. I think I got the 5, and the alternates was who you just named, right? Perry?
Yeah. Number 5 is Hesley Riviera.
Got it.
And then the alternates are Robertson and Wong.
Okay.
So Hesley, she's a young girl. She's 16, but it's not uncommon for the girls to go so young. 14, 15, 16 is whenever they, hit that Olympics. But it started out with a lot of girls, with a lot of women that were, trying out and vying for the Olympics. We had 3 that, got injured. Like everyone automatically knew that Simone had, an automatic. And so it was like the other 4 spots, like who's going to join Simone? Like,
right.
And then it became, who's left? Because with all these injuries, you got Charlize Jones, who had a shoulder injury, and she set out the world championships because of the shoulder injury. And then during podium training, they were, warming up and all, and she twisted her knee. So she was out, she pulled out. Kayla DiCello, she, injured her Achilles, and so did Scott Blakely. These Achilles injuries.
Something in gymnastics, there's a lot of, how should I say this? A lot of torque on your joints in saying hitting that horse or hitting that uneven bars, grabbing it the next time, or landing on a triple somersault. There's a lot of force on your joints in gymnastics. So it's not surprised that there's that many injuries.
And the longevity in gymnastics isn't that big. That's why it's such a big thing for Simone to be age 26 and still at the peak of performance that she is at that level.
It's like you get 1 or 2 out of the 5 that continue carrying it on, and then they either injury, bow out, or better talent comes along. But you're right. There's usually only a couple that go up into town, into their old age at 26.
Because, even Gabby was trying to make a comeback. Gabby was in Rio. She set out Tokyo, and she was trying to make a comeback during the different competitions, during the different meets that they were having. I know one she had to pull out because she had COVID. And then this last one she pulled out because of an injury. Mm-hmm. So, so she's going to miss Paris again, unless she goes on her own dime. Yeah. For the men's side of gymnastics, we have Frederick Richard, Brody Malone, Paul Judah, Asher Hung, Stephen, don't make me say it because I know I'm going to mess it up, Nadorsic. And
been around a while, Brody, or is it just always a Brody on the men's Olympic team?
It's kind of always going to be a Brody somewhere.
I know, right?
Like, you're going to always meet a Brody. But no, Brody is 24. So this is his return. Him and Fredericks. Now, the 2 alternates that they have, Shane and Coy, this is Coy's first time. He's upcoming. He's 21 though.
Coy's a gymnast name too. Coy sounds like a gymnast name too, if I recall.
He is a gymnast.
Is he the senior on the team?
No, he is not a senior. He's actually, let's see, what college is Wolverines or whatever, something like that?
Michigan.
Go Michigan. Blue. Yes. I believe he was a student at University of Michigan. If I'm not mistaken. It could be Frederick. I don't know. I'm not trying to say all black people look alike, but I'm pretty sure I saw him.
A lot of white people look alike too. That was just the whole thing. My daughter wants to know, And let me see if you know this answer or not. I'm not sure if anybody knows, but Simone. You want to ask? You don't want to come here and ask? Is Simone Biles, is she gonna do the Swift floor routine, the Taylor Swift floor routine? Do you know that you did in Worlds?
Yes. What they did, the same routines that you saw at trials is 99.9% going to be the same beam, floor, and uneven bar routine.
So that's my next question, and I didn't know the answer. So
yes, and Jordan Childs is going to do hers to Beyonce.
I got a tidbit about Jordan Childs. Jordan Childs is named after Michael Jordan, the GOAT. I got a little tidbit about how you say it? Sunusa Lee?
Suni, just say Suni.
So the A ain't nowhere. Suni Lee, she's a two-time All-American at Auburn. She's a two-time All-American at Auburn. And I tell you, she's had some tough times. She almost removed herself from gymnastics altogether back in 2022, 23 with was it kidney disease?
Yes. She stepped down from Auburn gymnastics because of that. She had to, go with the doctors, go to the Mayo Clinic, which is one of the best freaking hospitals, we have to offer. So, get with her doctors, get the meds, get the meds straight. So she really got back. She's really just getting back into the gym, like probably early 23.
That's what I heard. Yeah. Hey.
So,
working hard to get back.
Yeah, because and then like seeing her, throughout different things, she was still pushing herself at Auburn. So I watched a few of those meets because I still want to follow my girls. Jordan was at USC, so
you in SEC country. What's he saying? Right. Go Tigers.
No.
Yeah, go Tigers.
No. So I know I'm a Louisiana girl born and raised, but in this household, I say this here household, we roll tide roll.
Alabama.
Rolled right over.
Roll tide roll.
I like the way Coach Bergeron used to always end his interviews. Go Tigers.
Look, we, during the, you guys just should have been here. It was such a train wreck in Louisiana during the shutdown. Like, we had to have a football coach tell us to stay inside because he was part of the PSAs that they had in Louisiana. And we don't know what the hell this guy is saying. He sounds like the guy of Bobby Boucher of Waterboy. He was like, and then you stay inside and go Tigers. Like, what the hell did he say?
That's not yeah.
Like, we're sitting like, what? He said what?
Like.
Yes. And every PSA he ended, he said, go Tigers. Like, that is the only thing that we knew as Louisianans. We knew he was saying clearly.
That's like right. That's all he had to say.
Like he, I swear he sounded like the guy because then he started speaking, quicker. He sped up. It's like, please don't ever speed up. Like you're already. Our political figures down here in Louisiana are amazing.
Quick comment from Matty Ice. He says Simone is ancient, quote unquote, ancient in gymnastic years.
Definitely.
Yeah,
she is. She definitely is. Because so there's one young lady, Jocelyn Robertson. She is one of the alternates. Jocelyn Robertson. Simone is so old. You see that? So old. She met this girl. She met this girl in elementary. Jocelyn did a project report on her. and now she's competing with her.
Man.
So Simone just literally watched this child grow up, and now they're competing together. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like being at work where, like, only work co-work, your co-workers are the youngest and oldest around, and y'all have a good friendship. Like,
So,
the only place where you can be 22 and be friends with a 68-year-old Miss Gertrude,
Gertrude. Was last year, was 2020 the Olympics that Biles had the mental health issues, or was that 2016?
2020.
So this is big heads up for her too to get back in the game, mental health.
Yeah.
But let me say this. She doesn't have to worry about doing it alone because the Chicago Bears have given her husband, Jonathan Owens, free range to miss training camp so he can be in Paris with his wife.
Yay!
Like that, yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. And like she had the twisties. That's a term that they use in gymnastics world where they are losing. They have no concept of where they are in the air, and while they're doing their stunts in the air, that's very dangerous for them because they don't know exactly where they are. So their landing is very dangerous.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of animosity on these gymnast groups that go to the Olympics. I'm not saying all of them are mean, but some of those hugs just look faker than a mug.
They are.
And if you're there by yourself, everybody thinks, ooh, they're there with 7, 8 girls. But I'm telling you, when it gets competitive and gets up, man, it's me, me, me. I don't care what sport it is.
Well, see, so at the trials, yes, that's what that was at the trials.
But I still think
that was the vibe at the trials. But now they are Team USA, the Fabulous 7. They are Team USA. They have to squash all of that. Hell, 4 of them train at the same damn gym.
Didn't know that. That's a good thing. They're usually scattered all over the country.
Yes, Simone has her own gym, the WCC. So she's there. Suni, Jordan, Jay Carey, I want to say is there, and Hesley.
Okay.
And maybe Jocelyn. So you got about 5, 6 people that are, members of the WCC. Which is Simone's gym. Her parents, bought that.
Okay.
So, but yeah, they are Team USA now. So they are going to there. And they already have their picks of who's going to do the all around. And who's going to, they're all going to compete as a team, but they still have to do the individual apparatuses to medal. And, who's going to do the all around as well. That'll be theirs. Because, of course, they only have like 4 apparatuses compared to the guys who have more.
Okay, well, let's jump into some swimming if you got time for that.
Yes, I do.
I enjoy that. My wife used to be a swimmer, so we all like to sit in and watch all the swimming activities.
I mean, I swim enough not to drown. I can save myself. That's between you and the God you serve. But me, I'm getting up out of there.
Yeah.
KG, where you at?
KG don't swim. He runs from water.
Yeah, no.
They got to hold him down to go wash him.
Pretty sure his wife got to sit on him just to wash his face. Never mind. Let me shut up. Anyway, so that was going. I saw that going completely left.
You got to pull strings sometimes. But yeah, the swimming program is it changed much from last 2020 or
no?
I know Lochte and I know Ledecky. She should do well.
Right, Ryan Lochte. After his stunt in Rio.
Yeah.
He really needed to just go ahead and sit down. And then you got Michael Phelps. I think Rio was his last.
The myth, the legend. No doubt, he did things, but what Lochte
Yeah.
did, now correct me if I'm wrong, he pretended to get robbed. Isn't that what
Yeah,
happened? For the
yeah,
folks out there that don't know what
he got
happened.
robbed.
I mean, we're over in
This is my favorite thing.
places in the world to be, and you're gonna pull some cockamamie story and act like you got robbed. It was hilarious, man. I thought,
Right. Like, why would you pretend whenever you just could have made a left turn and actually got it for real?
he wanted that shine.
But you could have got it. You could have got a shiner for real.
Yeah.
So,
He wanted that FaceTime, that TV time. I think he was just, I don't know.
I mean, so it wasn't big enough for him because, you know, Phelps kind of overshadowed everything with that. So he, you know, had
the
to,
next Phelps, and I don't
he
think
had to dip his toe in the water a little bit too to get a little recognition. But yes, we have really didn't get a chance to watch the men's so much. But I did watch, I was able to catch, you know, bits and pieces of the women's. And, you know, I really mostly focused on Katie Ledecky. She is my, you know, she, like, for the swim world, Katie Ledecky is the Caitlin Clark of basketball, like swimming. So, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. She's really taken off. And what is her age this Olympic? Do you by any chance know that? Or KG? Look it up, KG.
Is that the $1 million question?
Curious to how long I know she's been in.
She's in her 20s.
Yeah, this is at least her third. I think maybe fourth.
Yeah, this is her third. Like, I know she came in as a teenager, so I think she was like 15, 16 whenever she came in. So can we have a KG, can you get us a fact check on that age?
She ordered KG around.
Pretty please with sugar on top.
They must have a situation at the crib, so I'm not sure. What's up?
Oh, he's
I'm
back.
here.
Hi.
Oh,
I'm here.
sorry, KG.
It's all right. I was letting y'all have your time. I was trying to handle something. I'm trying to handle the technical side.
See, I was over for you, partner. I knew something kind of situation popped off.
So before we jump off of the
27 years old.
27. Yeah, I knew she was in her 20s.
She's been at least 4 or 5.
No, because the thing is only every 4 years.
You said she,
Well, you gotta
started
remember-
when she was 17, 21. So yeah, you're right. You're right. 3.
you also got to
Yeah,
remember the last Olympics was 2021, not 2020.
True.
But yeah, it's still, she still only had the chance to be in 3. Okay. She's swimming like a fish.
Midnight Riders over on Instagram. He said, how does the individual events get selected in gymnastics?
They all do them.
They all do them, and they get points in the qualifying.
Yeah.
I answered an Olympic question.
The all around, you know, the all around that's selected. I don't know how they go about the selection committee or the coaches get together and select who's going to do the all around, but the individual, they're doing that at the same time as the team. Those points are being, you know, factored in at the same time as the team.
Right.
Now, let me ask a question because I've been silent listening to everything. So I got a couple of questions. What events, when we talk about medal count, and I love how they put the medal count up throughout the whole Olympics, even the ones that's not televised.
Me too.
What events is America favored in the Summer Olympics? I would say track and field because the monsters of Jamaica all didn't make it to Paris.
Right, because you have Elaine Thompson-Herah. I'm not sure how that goes. Elaine Thompson-Herah of Jamaica, she is not coming back. due to injury. So everybody just been getting hurt this year. It's like, what the hell? Like nobody's, fully healthy. And I kind of chalked it up to the fact that they don't have that whole 4-year stretch, because they have to get these meets in, and these meets are going back to back to back so that they can qualify for this meet, qualify for that. And so there's not enough time, not enough downtime so that they can, rest their bodies properly. So I'm thinking that's where the injuries are coming from. Because it's, 3 years instead of 4.
Right. So if you had to pick 5 events that America was favored in to get the most gold medals, which 5 events would it be?
So track and field, 1, with the exception of the 1500. Well, yeah, and the 1000. That's automatically going to the Kenyans.
Yep.
If it's more than 5 times around the track, baby, just go ahead and hang that up, give it to the Kenyans. Don't even try it.
They used to.
Yeah.
Because look, I've seen Kenyans run, and everybody else crossed the finish line after them, and they passed out, and Kenyans like, what's wrong with y'all?
I'm ready to go again.
Like whenever you're watching that and you're watching like the steeplechase, Kenyans are lapping people. It's like 3 to 1. They're lapping them. Like I've passed this same person 3 times, and they are still on their, lap number 5.
Well, over there in Kenya, they might be running for cheetahs. Who knows? Have a
Yeah.
cheetah in camp,
Yeah, they run with them. Like
They win.
they run, they chase them down. Like they not running from them, they chasing them down. So that's it. But yeah, my top 5 would be, track and field.
Mm-hmm.
And then next close second would be women's gymnastics, not necessarily men's gymnastics.
Okay.
And swimming, the relays, and diving. And that would be kind of it. Like I don't know who else, because like
Maybe BMX or skateboarding. Who knows?
um
Answer me this. I seen something when I was looking through events. Is breakdancing in the Olympics this year?
it is. And you know what else is in there?
Didn't know that.
You know what else is in there?
Women's
Speed
softball.
walking.
Oh, really?
Speed walking.
Speed walking.
I never got that, man. You either walk fast or you run.
That part. Now,
But breakdancing,
women's
that's
basketball.
crazy because I grew up with that. It's gonna be, I'm telling my age, but it's gonna be crazy breakdancing. I thought it was cool when they added BMX a few years ago. I used to race BMX, and there's some sports that people don't think need to be there, but if it's a sport, it has a spot in the Olympics, in my opinion.
Yeah, if you see me breakdancing, please call 911 because something is broken and
I'll
I'm
break something
twitching.
else, right?
I'm not dancing. I'm twitching because something is broken.
And yes, as Matty Ice says, man, beach volleyball teams usually do well. I was getting ready to mention that. We got a new pair in beach volleyball, I believe. The girls we've been watching for the last 15 years retired, I think.
I think so.
Not right. But yeah, I enjoy watching beach volleyball for a lot of reasons.
I don't want to hear your top 2.
Because
Because it definitely ain't their eyes. But anyway,
And before we wrap this up, I don't know how much time we have left, but I wanted to talk about that river there in Paris.
yes, back to the river. Everybody's coming in on boats.
Well, they got them coming in on boats, but now they're going to be having some of the big swimming stuff that they're going to be out in fresh water. They're going to be swimming in this river. This river has high iron rates, and these athletes are going to be ingesting it. If you find me a swimmer that don't ingest water, I'm going to tell you he's a liar. But it's unsafe. It's so unsafe that they haven't let people swim in it since 1923. So I don't know what they're doing. It's not like a swimming pool. You can't clean that stuff up that quick. So that really puzzles me about what they're doing. And always some country does something during the Olympics that someone doesn't agree with. This is the one thing I don't agree with, having the nations, the world's athletes swimming in that water.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they don't get out being, turning green and glowing.
Get home for that to happen.
By the time they get home, they've grown a third toe.
Nose out of your head, yeah.
Hopefully, but that's the best because I'm not getting in that water. I don't even want to get into the water that's 6 hours south of me. Yeah. Like, I'm definitely not getting into my Gulf. I ain't doing that. That's gross. So I don't know. And these are the long distance swimmers.
Can I do this again, KG? Matty Ice says he thinks only the triathlon swimming is in the river. So that's a little bit less swimming, because triathlon, you're doing swimming, running, and bicycle.
Mm-hmm.
No, the decathlon, the 10 events, decathlon. I can't talk. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I know they have swimming in that as well.
That's right.
So
even though it's not a big number of athletes swimming in this water, it's athletes, period, being presented.
True.
Water. And we're gonna have to.
Well, I mean, hopefully they shower really well. They've probably taken a couple of bleach tabs with them, and I don't know.
Might as well swim in the bayou. It would probably be safer.
Well, shoot, you got people wanting to jump in the Potomac, and they want to jump into Baltimore Harbor. Now I'm good.
I don't really even get into the Chesapeake Bay no more, man.
I don't even want to jump in the puddle in my parking lot. Okay.
I like jumping in puddles.
I mean, then we got food that swims down here and comes up on your parking lot. So gators and snakes. We got that.
Chesapeake Bay. Yeah, I give it to you. You got them gators. I don't mess with them gators.
Good.
Hey, they taste good.
Oh yes, I enjoy eating it, no doubt. But yeah, they get a hold of my arm, I'm toast.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
On golf courses in South Carolina and Florida. Sue, get away.
Yeah, no, those are crazy. We don't deal with those. Those Florida gators. We don't deal with those.
Maddie, I never heard anyone. Damn right, man. Well,
because you need that. Yes, they'll be fine. They will be fine.
To follow it.
Also, I don't know you guys' level of maturity, but I will be saying that the Paralympics will be going on as well.
Mm-hmm.
They have some amazing athletes. I know we've seen like clips and stuff like that with little people throwing javelins, and they get snipped to toothpicks being thrown. But they have some amazing athletes. Just want to soapbox this real quick. Just because they are, missing a digit or something like that, that does not negate their ability, and that does not diminish the quality of the athleticism that they are giving.
Yes, definitely.
So definitely tune in. If you can find it, tune into it, watch it, support these athletes, because they are out there giving it their all.
Oh, and some of the most passionate athletes I've ever met in my life are Special Olympic athletes.
Yeah, and
And
some of them are better than the fully able-bodied athletes. It's just that they can't compete with the fully able-bodied because and Oscar Pistorius kind of messed that up. But
well,
we'll keep
talking
that.
about the Special Olympics, I definitely got to give a shout out to Bubba's Blankets. That's the Jimmy Myrick Foundation. Jimmy Myrick was the face and still is the face of Maryland Special Olympics. Every polar plunge in January, you will see Jimmy Myrick's face up and down Route 50, trying to get folks to pledge and support Special Olympics. I'm a big supporter of that. I tell you, you ain't never seen such passionate athletes till you've seen Special Olympic athletes compete.
And they have the most fun.
No
The
doubt.
most fun.
I have fun with them. I tell you, no doubt. It's not like I'm not out on Team Special Olympic, and but anytime I can get out or support them, I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same thing for Paralympics, man. They're athletes in their own way. They are. A lot of them used to be athletes and wanted to continue being athletes in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
A
Yeah.
lot.
So, definitely tune in to, Paralympics, Special Olympics, and our, Olympics, period. It's, across all platforms. I want to say it comes on NBC. You got to stream it on Peacock, whatever, y'all's Peacock channel is.
Well, it's an app. It's an app.
Yeah, it also is an app. Yeah, but if
Yes, I got an app, right?
I'm tired of apps. I have an app for everything. I have an app to help me sleep. I'm surprised I don't have an app to help me breathe. Like,
Coming soon.
I mean, right. I'm pretty sure there's an app to help you breathe.
There's an app
So,
for everything.
but yeah, what else we got on the that's and we'll have more stuff. I'll have more throughout the Olympic season.
Yeah.
That just kind of scratches the surface a little bit there.
I'd like to get us caught up on maybe once some events start taking place. We'll see what KG. That's up to you guys.
But that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. So be sure to stay tuned and check out everything we have going on with the Olympics, because we will be talking about it here. So next topic. NBA free agency opened up on the 1st. A lot of money. That's why the whole background with the money. Maybe I can get some of that. A lot of players getting money.
I just need $1. I'll be good with $1.
Man,
I thought she said she just needs a baller. I was like, yeah, give me one too.
No, I don't want that, because then you have to let it in your house and stuff, and you got to feed it, and I don't want to do that. Mm-mm.
The Pacers bring back Obi Toppin 4 years, $60 million. The Lakers give Max Christie a deal to return. Jack's Lakers. Your guess is as good as mine.
Christie.
Yeah. Jack's Celtics bring back Luke Cornett. Clippers add Kevin Porter Jr. Mason Plumlee, 34 years old, signs with the Suns.
Because he plays defense.
Yeah. He can give you a double-double. He can give you 15 and 10.
He can give you a double-double in blocks, man. Boy, he's had some games, 6-7 blocks, man.
Yeah.
He's in his 30s?
Yeah, he's 34.
What's the longevity of the basketball players?
34, you start going down a little bit, usually 34, 35. Don't you agree, KG?
Yeah. Some of them, but then you got people like
you got LeBron. That's just
LeBron, who's
nature.
Named at 40 and still top of the game. So
it's amazing. Well, Boston re-signed Jason Tatum also to extended Jason Tatum to a 5-year, $315.
Yeah.
Goes through 2030. I love that. The Celtics also extended Derek White. I don't have the numbers on that, but I love that too. I'm telling you, keep this squad together, man. You might see 3 chips.
See, somebody said it best. They said it was Tatum, You already signed Brown. You had Tatum, Brown, White, and it was another player that they signed for a lot of money. And what's crazy?
Just now? Or are you talking about
this week? They signed somebody else, and it's a lot of money. And somebody asked, say, where's all the money coming from? But then the news comes out that the owner of the Celtics is looking to sell.
Ooh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So it's crazy. Sign all these players and let the next guy deal with it. That's what somebody said. Said that's pretty much what they're doing.
So we're gonna pool our money together and buy the Celtics? Like I got 5 on it.
No, that's one of the most valuable franchises.
I got 5 on it. Don't doubt me.
They're like the Cowboys in football.
Yeah, they're gonna go for at least 7-8 billion.
Oh, so they that sorry. Okay, cool.
No, that's one of the most storied franchises in NBA history.
No doubt.
Eric Gordon, 1 year, $3 million deal to Philly. Valanciunas comes to DC, 3 years, $30 million. Perry checking in said the Clippers are screwed. Yeah, Clippers are screwed. I'll get to that in a second.
Everybody thinks it's so good. I agree. I don't think it's good either.
JoJo says, no, he's slow talking about Plumlee. Can't move his feet, just not mobile.
He plays in the paint, man. Ain't got to move his feet.
And Perry says the top of the East is stacked. Celtics, Knicks, Sixers will be at the top of the league, and the Sixers won't make it to the daggone conference finals.
East did get thicker, though. East did get stronger.
Yeah. Speaking of the Sixers, they bring in Andre Drummond on a 2-year deal. The Heat bring back Kevin Love. Oubre signs back with the Sixers. KCP going to Orlando for a 3-year deal.
That's a nice pickup right there for them young boys in Orlando. Give KCP a little bit of how you say this? A little bit more experience to help lead that locker room of young boys. And I didn't mind KCP in Denver. I thought he didn't get enough playing time because he shoots a nice three.
I agree with that.
And then did you already mention Chris Paul?
Yeah, that's what I was going to now. Chris Paul, after being waived by the Warriors, he was slated to make $30 million next season. He signs with the Spurs.
I didn't see the numbers on that.
I didn't see that either. Speaking of,
is Chris Paul healthy enough to keep doing all of this?
He healthy until they come to Game 7.
I think he can get you 60, 65 games at the least.
But don't expect him to play Game 7 at all.
But what he brings to that team, again, like I said about Orlando, what he brings to that team of young basketball players, experience, knowledge, level head. I mean, Chris Paul hasn't been in a lick of trouble his whole career. You know, he has nice endorsements, all that. I think he can help them young boys out in that aspect too.
He spent too much time in the hospital and on the sidelines to really give him trouble. He's too high on medication, on the pain meds.
I'm a CP3 fan.
He's a good guy. I ain't gonna rag on him.
No, I think Golden State just signed the number 1 pick, had the number 1 pick last year, made a couple good free agency moves, and now got Chris Paul to come in and help them out. I think he's going to the same role he had in Phoenix. I don't think he's going to be full-fledged starting point guard or nothing, but I think he will get his time.
Yeah. Perry says Val will be a trade piece for the Wiz by mid-season. The way this
things go the way they've been. Yeah.
The new CBA is doing his job. Reason why KCP is not in Denver. JoJo said KCP was starting. He was. 1 year, $10 million for CP3. He's there to help teach Wemby. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's going to be it.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the Clippers earlier. James Harden coming back 2 years, $70 million with a player option.
Damn. That's their headache.
Yeah, because
but don't let him start losing, man. He gonna drop ship.
Of course, he gonna put the fat suit on. He gonna put the fat suit on.
Yeah. Then you got Clay in Dallas.
Drew Eubanks, $10 million to stay with the Jazz, 2 years. Isaiah Joe staying with the Thunder. Aaron Wiggins, that is staying with the Thunder.
Did you
Aaron
mention
Holiday? Huh?
Did you mention Klay Thompson?
Oh, not yet. The sign and trade with Klay Thompson going to Dallas. His dad's not too happy about that.
Well, maybe it's because he's a big boy now.
Yeah, he said he wanted him.
He don't want to go to LA and watch that shit show that's going to happen over there. Dallas was just in the championship game, came up 3 games short. I would go for Dallas myself if you're ring hunting. And at that point in my career, I'm definitely ring hunting.
But
But then the trade that I'm hearing about is the Clippers. Westbrook, my source told me this. The Clippers, Westbrook took his option and staying with him, but LA gonna trade him to Denver. Watch.
I heard that too. I heard that, but I didn't think that it would really happen since he opted in, but we shall see.
And Perry, I agree with you. Dallas is a better fit for Klay.
And JoJo said lies, violence, the 5. Clips moving into a new arena had to bring the beard back. Dallas is a better fit for Klay. Here's the thing with the Clippers. James Harden is not the same James Harden 2 years ago. Once they changed that rule about the up fake and then jumping into people. Once they changed that rule, his whole game changed.
It did. That's the only reason he averaged 30-plus points a game.
Exactly.
He's going to 18
times. The line 20-25 times a night.
But you see, there's room over there in Dallas because they let Derrick Jones go, in which they should have. I don't think he should have got even $30 million that they're giving him over there with the Clippers. 3-year, $30 million. The boy averaged 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. What's that get you $30 million? I guess, like Maddie said the other day, all you need is a post.
Yeah. My Bulls signed Maryland player Jalen Smith, 3 years, $27 million. Speaking of the Bulls, they tried to get rid of Zach LaVine for Klay Thompson. They tried to get rid of him for a couple of people and was willing to send the first round pick with him, and nobody wanted it. Zach LaVine had
wanted to go to Chicago.
Zach LaVine just has no market. But now they're in talks with DeMar DeRozan to sign and trade DeMar DeRozan to the Lakers. That's know how.
A tradable piece.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You already traded DeMar DeRozan wants out of Chicago. Once they traded Caruso, he wants out of Chicago. And I'm just like, yeah, this is no good. But LaVine is the piece that needed to be traded because he's what's holding his team back. They should have never gave him that contract because after he got that contract, he really didn't play. And I was never really a fan of his in the first place. When they traded Jimmy Butler for him, I said, this cat's not who we need. He doesn't have the intensity. Perry says Brody to Denver is a terrible move, opting in, making him tradable. JoJo said PG didn't want to play with the beard with Harden anymore, and that's another thing. PG signs with Philadelphia, and somebody said you said you were going to win a ring in Indiana. You said you were going to win a ring in LA. You said you were going to do something with the Clippers. He said all you do is lie. That's all you do. That's all PG-13 does.
Bullshit. And JoJo says Jones Jr. can play defense. I agree, JoJo, but 8 points in a 48-minute game, that's not even a little bit of offense. I mean, 3 rebounds? I guess he's D'ing up so tight he ain't got time to get rebounds. I'm not a Jones fan.
Midnight Rider checked in on Instagram. He said DeRozan signed with the Clippers. Signed with the Lakers.
Right
now. Nope. Midnight Rider, that is not true just as of yet. I know it's supposed to be a sign and trade with the Bulls as of right now. So that's not true as of yet. Perry says the Clips didn't want to give PG a full year. That's why he left. I mean, what has he done to deserve it? But Garrett Temple stays in Toronto. Jeez, some names I'm like, yeah, I haven't heard these names in a while.
See the water boy?
13-year pro.
Really?
Mo Bamba
Nice.
stays in LA.
Yeah.
Well, he agreed to 1 year deal in LA. I'm sorry, he was with the Sixers last year, going to the Clippers this year.
What?
Tobias Harris. Tobias over me? Tobias Harris out here still finessing. 2-year, $52 million deal with the Pistons. Here's the thing. Midnight Rider gives me a ration of SHIT because of how I feel about Tobias Harris. I know Tobias Harris can ball. And it's like every time he gets his foot in the door and he starts balling, he gets traded. He had his foot in the door in Philly. And he didn't ball when he should have. And now he's going back to Detroit. And for 2 years, $52 million, bro, I don't know if I'd have gave him that much money. As much as I love him, I don't think that's happening.
Yeah. He had his foot in the door when Embiid and Maxey were down at the same time. I think he had 2 big games out of the 2 weeks. He just isn't too clutch that I've seen.
And Perry said Jerry Stackhouse is joining the Warriors staff. Jerry Stackhouse should still be a head coach.
Stack was a dog.
Speaking of the Sixers and Maxey, 5-year, $204 million deal. And he was extended. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, it's money being thrown around.
I think it's about to be Maxey's team. If Philly goes through another season of Embiid's injuries and not playing enough of the season to get accolades, they should move on. Sorry to say it, because I love seeing Embiid on his right night. He plays some ball. He owns that court on his right night when he's healthy. Yeah. But I don't know how you can keep putting all the eggs in his basket, and he does what he's done the last 2 seasons of injuries.
Perry said Detroit had the cap space. Detroit can have the cap space, but when they can't even get it right with the coach. You had Monty Williams, you decided to let him go and pay him and get rid of him. Now you bring in JD Bickerstaff. Okay, cool. But you had a guy like Greg Monroe. You let him go. Like the Clippers, I'm sorry, the Pistons have been a shit show for years. And it seems like it's not getting any better. So the Midnight Rider says Tobias Harris is a walking triple single. Come off of it, man. Maxey earned that rookie max. Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, no doubt.
Embiid, PG, and those knees. Yeah, it's gonna be. They say give Maxey, PG, and Embiid a name that somebody said out, doubtful, and probable.
Well, if they bring a decent big man over there to Philly, say if Embiid leaves, and he doesn't even have to be a 3-point shooting big man. Philly got that covered. I think Maxey'd be a 28-point-a-night guy.
Yeah.
If he was the number 1 go-to guy without Embiid and they had another center.
And Perry said Maxey will be the focal. I mean, that's what you got to do.
No doubt. That's right, Perry.
I don't have much faith. Joel Embiid is a talent.
Yes.
And I said it the other night. You can't play soft in this league. Sometimes he plays soft.
But no, some people just got it. I mean, you put a lot of miles on these bodies, man, coming up to try to be an athlete, a star athlete. You put a lot of miles on the bodies. And then some people just got the problems, whether it's degenerative discs, degenerative cartilage. You just got to start the habits. And then being as big as he is with the weight that he is, that's more pressure on his body. So, I give it up to Embiid for what he's done. I'm not surprised by his injuries.
Perry says Monroe was doo-doo, though. No. Hoyer. That's a Hoyer. Only thing Greg Monroe ever did was when he said he was coming back for the next season and he entered the NBA draft. That hurt a lot of things because we was going to make another deep run at Georgetown with Greg Monroe, and it didn't happen. But
did you say that Philly picked up Drummond?
Yes.
Okay, I missed that part. I didn't have that on my. Okay, that's a good pickup for them. I like that.
Yeah, because the way Drummond revitalized his career in Chicago, and he was balling, man. It was a game. I think he had a stretch of games where he pulled down in like 3 games. He pulled down almost 50 rebounds in 3 games, and then he had a stretch where they was like, "Yeah, only person that's ever had a stretch like this is Dennis Rodman."
Yeah, he was one of your last 20 rebound guys. Probably
Yeah.
And I'm watching that show now about the Clippers. He was
Clip.
trash. He was trash in the Clippers, man. He was inconsistent. What's that show called?
Clip.
Clipped. Yeah, I think I'm on a couple shows in. But yeah, I knew that owner was trash. Never really showing how much trash he was. That's another show to talk about another day.
Most definitely. Yeah, put a pin in that one. Because I got to catch up on it. I'm still bitter that they canceled Winning Time.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
I watched the first season, was so geeked up for it. The second season came, and they canceled the second season. They canceled it like 6 episodes in. They talking about ratings was low. I was like, what are you talking about? The night that this comes on a Sunday night, and people are talking about it until Wednesday. What are you talking about?
I'm going to look up for that tonight, Winning Time.
Yeah, it was, I want to say that was HBO, but oh man, it was great.
It don't matter to me. Great. It's on my channel.
So we come to that point. We up against it.
Oh, we not wrapping it up.
Got to.
All right.
Did we talk about JV?
So I mean, at some point you're supposed to wrap it up. I'm just saying.
You a basketball fan?
Absolutely not. I just sat here to look pretty.
I was gonna say, who's your favorite?
That was my job, to sit here and look pretty for your viewing pleasure, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, Perry, Winning Time. Winning Time was like that. And then you got the cross, well, not even the crosstown ride, but the cross building ride with the Clippers. They got the clip. And that everybody's clowning that show, but it's good, but everybody's clowning it.
Yeah, it does got some clownable moments, but a lot of people don't know what happened there, man, with that whole, I don't even like getting into shit like that because I'm not like that. But a lot of people don't know what happened behind the scenes with the ownership and everything and how he treated his players.
True. And he treated them pretty bad.
I know. And I could say many bad things, but I don't like talking like that.
Perry said HBO dropped it because of the budget. Yeah, but if you notice, Perry, a lot of shows that are doing good, they always get dropped because of the budget.
Did it come out pre-COVID?
They filmed it pre-COVID.
The whole first episode, and then the second episode was after?
The first 6 to 8 episodes they filmed pre-COVID?
COVID knocked a lot of shows down.
Back in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had nothing else to do then because they took outside away. So, like, why we?
Yeah, COVID took a lot of. I mean, hell, one of my favorite shows, Yellowstone, is finally coming back in October, and that's been a while since that show's been out.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard that had a lot to do with money and actors wanting more money too.
Well, once you have a first season that's really, really successful, everybody wants to come back. Oh, I need more money. No. Film it. That's like I'm waiting for Godfather of Harlem to come back for, I think, season 3. Season 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for that to come back. And it's the hiatus between seasons with that. Jeez, man.
Yeah, I've been waiting on several of my shows to come back. I need to see Michi and them again. I don't know if they're going to make it season 4.
And Perry said, directed by the lovely Sally Richardson. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But it's several shows that they've cut because of quote unquote budgets. I remember they cut. I was a big fan of Lovecraft Country. After the first season, we geeked up for the second season. All of a sudden, well, we're not coming back with the second season. They didn't want to go where the show was getting ready to go. So they canceled the second season.
It's a lot
dirty
more to cancel a show now than it used to be. There's so many more outlets.
Yeah.
You know, you got your Amazon Exquisite Only movie and your HBO movies and your Hulu and, you know, the other. There's so many different outlets now that they just not going to deal with it. They're just going to cut it. But back in the day, they that's all they had, and they had to keep it most of the time.
And what's crazy?
Well, I like SWAT.
It used to be another network would pick it up, but networks won't even touch a lot of these shows now. SWAT was about to get dropped for the same reason.
Oh, she just liked the big bald-headed fella.
Did.
Shamar Moore. I said Nia.
Shamir is typically a girl.
More.
But it's Shamar. But yeah. He was nice.
That's a good show.
But then there were some, other actors in there that I kind of had my eye on as well.
Oh, James Street.
Oh no, it was a chick. It was a chick. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, I know.
She was gorgeous.
The one that died, or the one that's still living?
She was like she was a
Rode a
Latina
motorcycle?
chick. I think so. I can't remember.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of her name either. Yeah, and she rolls that way. She bi.
Sexual or poly?
The S word. Polar. Jeez.
All right, final thoughts before we get up out of
Every
here.
woman is, and every woman is a doll. You just got to figure out which one. Annabelle or Barbie doll, if she's, bipolar or, whatever.
There's enough.
That's every woman.
All right, I want to ask the lady one last question. If you could maybe sum this up in a short little answer. What created your strong interest in the Olympics? Was it something that happened in your youth? Something happened later on in life? What brought you to loving the Olympics like you do?
Let's take it back to Carrie Struggs,
Ooh, okay.
Dominique Dawes, Awesome Dawson, Shawn Johnson. I've always loved it. And I used to love to tumble a lot until that one time I tumbled out the tree. And so that ended my tumbling career. Got me a whooping too. Got me a whooping too.
Carry Struggs or nothing like that. That's too far back for you, huh?
I mean, I just always.
Okay. Me and you, baby. Technical difficulties, we be all right.
She knocked herself off.
Oh no, I'm back. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm here. So yeah, it's a core memory and family thing for me.
Yeah.
So it's been my thing.
No, it's me too. I'm from a sports family. My sisters play ball. My dad played ball. And when you're from a sports family, the Olympics are all the sports, and that's why I love rooting. And you love rooting for the USA.
We do sports differently in my family. We do sports a little differently. I have a marksman, up and coming marksman, whose Olympics is on the radar for him.
Oh wow, yeah, that's some stuff too. Yeah, man, they got that shooting on skis and stuff. I forget what it's called.
Shooting on skis. Now, see, that's something I got to see.
Yeah, I'll look it up, man. You do something. You ski down a hill and you stop and you shoot something. You ski down a hill. I'm pretty sure I'm right with that.
Well, Lady C having technical difficulties. I guarantee you it's a phone call because that's what it is. That's what it is. So we got to run on about here because I want to be able to use this one this week because this is a good show. I want to be able to use this one.
Nice.
We couldn't use Sunday, so if you did not see the Sunday ride, go back and watch that. Yeah, because we went in. Go back and watch that on YouTube, Facebook, and it'll be available shortly on the Odyssey app and any way you can stream. So, for Lady C, the Gentleman Jack, I'm the big guy KG. Midnight Rider was on special assignment tonight. We'll be back sometime this week. Enjoy your holiday. But until then, we don't do no overtime, y'all. We are out of here.